Hi everybody, I'm David with Bolivar Live. Well, welcome to another week, Insurance Talk with Priest Insurance, where each week we talk about insurance here in Texas and especially on Bolivar, whether it's home insurance, business insurance, automobile insurance. We're working on in between the different policies or the different coverage for automobile. But today we're going to talk about summertime fun.
Okay.
Boats, RVs, fishing equipment.
Sure. Okay.
Let's talk insurance.
Well, here we are at the beginning of the year, and thank goodness warm weather is
We've been
upon
blessed,
us.
actually, these last couple weeks, it seems like. Knock on wood.
Yeah, there's always one more, I think.
Yeah.
I think we're through, but it's nice to see summer around the corner. And in our line of work, that means we need to talk to people and think about our clients. Sometimes are out buying a new golf cart or a new boat, or bettering their fishing equipment, or even making changes at their house. So, what does that mean? So when you go buy a golf cart or you go buy a boat, you got to insure the things. So don't forget about doing that, and otherwise your summertime fun might turn the wrong direction.
Because they do disappear. You may have to swerve and you hit a ditch. You need to get it repaired or have liability insurance on it. Because those down here are actually insured. And driving a car, they actually have like open container laws for golf carts and everything. And so you have to have everything legal in order to ride golf carts.
You do, and there's, you also just have to have
Insurance
on the golf cart. So you need to take care of that. It doesn't cost very much money to insure the carts, whether new or used. We've talked about auto liability coverage in the auto policy recently. If you're driving a golf cart, there's auto liability coverage there.
Does the state have a minimum?
It's the same minimum.
Same as the automobile?
Yeah, so think about, the things that, if you're on the beach, and we were just talking about driving on the beach, and you're going down there and think about what can happen. It's, again, not just insuring the value of that car. Just like I wasn't insuring the car, it's about insuring the things that can happen that are accidents.
Right.
So the example would be if you're driving down the beach.
Someone pulls out.
The thing that happened to me one time was I had my golf cart, and I was kind of slowly moving along, and a little beach ball rolled out in front of me. And I was watching, but here comes a 3-year-old kid running out in the middle of the road like this, and
How'd that go?
like this. So I just pulled up, and it was from me to you. The kid, never looked up, and picked up the ball, and then went back, and the parents were all sitting in their chairs looking at the water. They didn't have a clue.
I see that a lot on the beach because I'm always driving, and people say, David, why do you stop and stutter when you're driving the beach? And I said, probably because I'm watching a kid or watching some kids playing, and I'm driving and want to make sure that I know what's going on in front of me, so I stutter because I sort of forget that I'm doing a live feed.
And growing up, my kids called me the killer of all things fun, because as an insurance guy, you look at all the things that can happen. So here, I'm not trying to be a fearmonger, right? But these are accidents, and if I had just been looking to my left or watching something else, I might have hit that child. There's no amount of money that can fix that. But we all do kind of have a social responsibility of what we're doing. And the difference between buying that, and especially in a golf cart, doesn't cost much in an auto, but when you're buying 30, 60 limits, bodily injury limits, or 250, 500, that cost differential may be $10 a year.
So it's nothing.
It's nothing. And there's a peace of my mind and responsibility we're going down the road, because I assure you, if you're on the beach with this stuff, it just can happen. And there's so many distractions, and it's a place that's ripe, and it happens every year that somebody gets hurt.
I've got another question. I'm pulling my boat down the highway. I've been fishing 3 times this week, never had any problems. But today, the wind changes or maybe stronger, and some rods and a cooler flies out of the boat and bounces through the ditch, and a car hits it and it damages their bumper. Is that covered under my boat insurance, or is that covered under my automobile insurance?
It could be under your auto policy. So you're going down the road, and let's say you have an accident, run off the road, and things fly out of the boat, your boat's damaged. Anything that you're pulling If it's attached by the hitch, liability coverage is automatically extended.
Extended
It's
to
extended
the boat.
down to the boat.
Okay.
So the damage from that. The damage to the boat, however, it would be directly on a boat policy.
Wow,
So
okay.
again, we're in the summer, we're talking about fun. We don't want to talk about fear when we're talking about driving on the beach or boats. But your boat policies are also not terribly expensive, and they cover in case there's damage to a wharf. You cover those. I don't know about a lot of people, but my rods and reels,
They're not cheap.
it would be painful to
Yes.
lose them. So there's coverage for that, coverage for your fillet knives, coverage for anything you've got on the boat, and you have to add it to it as equipment that's on the boat, but you can have coverage for that.
Talking about rods and reels, Ike was coming, and I had everything packed up to head out. And I get out of town, and at the time I was running out of Carroll's bait camp, and I'd always had my rods and reels there. So when customers showed up, we just put in the boat what we needed. Well, I forgot them. So a buddy of mine, Rick Cherry, calls me. He says, "David, I'm down here. Is there anything you've forgotten?" I said, "Yeah, I forgot all my rods and reels at the bait camp. Can you go by and pick them up?" So after the storm, a week or so, he calls me, says, "Hey, I've got your stuff here. I know you don't need it right now, but I wanted to get it back to you." And he said, "Oh, by the way, I picked up all your rods and reels, but I forgot mine in my garage."
Oh, no.
And so I guess he had a claim on his probably homeowner's policy or something if he had the coverage. So anyway, you never know what we're going to talk about here, and what sometimes we even talk fishing, I think, in the summertime, and it's getting to be that time of year.
I'm ready.
So Priest Insurance Agency is a great business that really works for their customers, and we have a show here every Tuesday or every Monday at 4 p.m. where we're always talking insurance, either the industry or maybe a policy coverage. So if you have any questions on your insurance, and like we were talking about, it's always good to go over your insurance policy once a year. We've got springtime storms, and we've got hurricane season, and then we've got freezes. So make sure you keep up with everything. Give Priest Insurance a call, and if you want more information on them, you can go to their website. It's an easy to navigate website with a lot of information at www.priestinsuranceagency.com. Dan's got some great office staff that have been there for 20 plus years, some of them, I think.
Not to 20 yet, one that's 18.
18, almost there. So anyway, we're going to head on out. Hope you enjoyed the show. We'll be back next Monday with another show at 4 p.m. talking insurance with Priest Insurance Agency. And until next time, I'm David with Bolivar Live. Y'all have a great day, great week. Come see us. God bless, and bye-bye. Priest Insurance Agency has been located in the heart of Lumberton, Texas since 2001. Providing a consultative approach and educating customers on how their insurance works for them throughout the coastal region of Texas. Priest Insurance specializes in the coastal region of Texas, covering home, auto, business, and recreational insurance. With ties to the coastal communities, Dan Priest has had the sand between his toes since 1972 with a home on Bolivar Peninsula in Galveston County. He survived a storm named Ike, but lost his home. With insurance coverage, his family was able to rebuild following the 2008 storm and continues to make memories beachfront. Priest Insurance specializes in the coastal communities, family dwellings, investment property, and business insurance. They've been there. Whether you're looking for or have a family retreat along the Texas coast, investment property, or a business, Priest Insurance would be honored to work with you and your family to make sure you're covered anytime trouble arises. For more information on Priest Insurance and their contact information, please visit their website at www.priestinsuranceagency.com, or their office is open for phone calls with questions and consultation Monday through Friday, 8 a.m. to 5:30 p.m. by calling 409-755-7600. Priest Insurance Agency, working and educating customers, making sure they understand and have the coverage they deserve.